Hey, I'll do Distaggio here. First half of this video, we're going to level up Santa Boom. Second half of the video, we're going to take a look at his ability, and then we will also be leveling up that ability, doing some raiding, and then we'll also be doing the new dungeon here. I'll do separate videos on all that, but for right now, let's go ahead and level Santa up, because level 1 Santa is not going to get us very far. And I do have quite a few books here, not too many. I've actually had almost all those maxed out before, up to 900 each, but you can see here at level 1 it's 500 damage, 3,900 hit points. He doesn't have like super beefy stats, but how his ability works and how it ticks, it's a damage over time. 2 bazooka missiles shoot out of his bazooka, causing 2 areas of the screen to just fireworks up. And you can see there he moved to 800 attack. And yeah, it's just booms and it keeps ticking damage, so it does a lot of damage to a lot of things in that area here. At 3-star, we got 1,300 damage, almost 10,000 hit points, and starting to look pretty good there on the stats. Their movement rate, too, is 185, and also the... So let's go ahead and continue to book up here. And it doesn't take that many books to get up to like level 60 to 80-ish range, but yeah, once you start getting to 180 and all the way up, that can take a little bit longer, but anyhow, you can see here I'm sitting at 1,550 damage, 12,000 hit points, and attack rate does not ever go up. That's always 1,200 MS. That means it's 1.2 seconds there. Damage here at the 4-star level goes to 1,800, while hit points boosted there to 14,000. So again, it's not like crazy stats. It's not like Orc's Bane hit points, you know, and it's not like crazy high damage. I mean, it's just kind of we'll call it in the middle hero for in terms of stats. It's just that ability is so awesome, and how many targets it hits, and you know, 2 bazooka fireworks, bazooka missiles shoot out of it. They can go in separate directions and just hit, and they keep ticking damage. It's stam over time ability. It's really awesome. And 2,000 damage there at 4-star with 16,000 hit points. That goes to 2,300 damage and 18,000 hit points when we 5-star Santa Boom at level 80. We do have enough books there then to take Santa Boom even higher. And this is the way I go to earn XP. I never leave and come back to that Academy button or whatever it is. I just click on that ability and then I click Earn XP tab. That gets you there in one little quick step. I think it's one step shorter than kind of exiting all the way and coming back in. So you can see there at 5-star, 2,600 damage there at level 100, 20,000 hit points. And yeah, you can look at a graph and you can go online and see this, but I think it's kind of nice to see this in a video and just kind of see, what I do to level hero. 2,800 damage there, 22,000 hit points, and he's getting usable at this point. Okay, he's getting usable. He's getting survivable. He can survive things now once he pass that 20,000 hit point mark. Of course, we can also boost the inscription, so we'll do that a little bit there. 6-star now. I didn't have books there. That's all right. 3,400 damage there at 7-star with 26,000 hit points, and that's definitely in the survivable zone there in terms of hit points, and that damage is respectable. It's not like crazy uber high. It's not like ninja attack, but it's pretty high. I mean, I don't have any comparisons really. I kind of just like to live it. I don't really like to compare them to this, that, and the other. I just like to throw them in there because what I found is the stats of a hero don't necessarily dictate how powerful it is. It's really how it integrates with the rest of your team, how the ability integrates with Pumpkin Duke and Cupid. If you can get a Pumpkin Duke stack, which is where Pumpkin Dukes celebrate, ability is triggered twice at one time, 3 times, 4 times all at once, stacking up a huge attack bonus. Then a Cupid will go off, giving you more damage and attack along with Druid. So it's just fun here to just pop these guys into a raid and see what's going to happen here. What I do is I'm just going to pause the video right here. Look at this. So it's doing about 2,000. See the fireworks exploding? It's doing about 2,000 of all that stuff in there really, really fast. And so it does it to a lot of things though, and there's a Minotaur proc, so that's going to take out all the buildings, and that's just sweet to see that, just collapsing an entire base in like a millisecond. And you know what I'm going to do here at this point, I realized I had some mana built up, so obviously it makes sense to bring that inscription up. That's going to give us hit points, it's going to give us attack, nothing crazy. And at this point I decided, you know what, we got to take this ability up to 2 and 9. And 1 and 9 was not really doing much for us here. And it looks like I just kind of skipped the old let's test 2 of 9, let's test 3 of 9. No, let's just go. I mean, I got all these essence here, so let's throw those essence in, plus a couple slimes. It's not going to take that much to get it to 4 and 9. And you can see here I'm dealing 250% attack and reduces movement and attack speed near 2 targets. So near 2 targets. So that bazooka missile shoots off, okay? It shoots off, and then boom, it's damaging over time. All those things. Pause the video right here. You can see it's doing about 5 to 6,000. You might see a 7,000 in there. And that's just obviously significantly more than what's happening at the 1 of 9 ability level. And boom, look at it. It just looks really awesome. You can see my Santa kind of arced down to the bottom there and took out a couple things. And I mean, at this point, you know, looking at it at 4 and 9 and doing a bunch of raids, it's worth going higher. It's worth going higher because another thing too is this is a little bit of a trick in Lost Realm, is that you can put slowdown on Santa, slowdown talent as a second talent. And you can so he naturally reduces movement speed. Slowdown also reduces movement speed, and so you get every single time that ability ticks off, it seems like it can trigger a slowdown, and so you can literally stop Here Be Monster Waves in their tracks, and you can also stop and slow down the back row of Lost Realm. So 5 and 9, 300% attack. You know, if my attack's about 3,000, we're talking, you know, theoretically we're talking 9,000 attack. So no, I didn't really see any 9,000 ticks yet, so I don't know how that's divided to kind of get to the true, real answer, but let's go take a look at it in another raid just because it's so easy and fun, and of course we need mana, so I'm also working on quests right now. I kind of edited that out. Pause the video there. Oh, I guess the math was right. You can see here I'm doing 10,000, 15,000. Look at that. Like, it takes out all the walls at a range. It's unlimited range, those missiles. And it literally took out a 100,000 hit point walls, but not just one of them, like 30 of them. So that was crazy. I do not have an Immortep or anything going right now. The only thing that was hitting those walls was one hero's ability, that hero, of course, being Santa Boom. Santa Boom? Should be Bazooka Santa, but at least they called the ability the Fireworks Bazooka, so we can call this guy Bazooka Santa. And this is one of the new dungeons, which it is nice that we have new dungeons, but it just seems like a lot of these dungeons are just filled with lots of bombs and huge high garrison. The reward at this point in time for me, and I'm only really through like dungeon like 4 or 5 at this point. You know, it's just they're not, the risk versus reward is not properly balanced. But you can see here, I'm going to pause again. I'm doing like 13 to 16,000 damage, 8 to 16,000 damage, kind of a wide range there. In fact, no, I just realized that is a very wide range. I'm doing like 5,000 to some, and I'm doing like 18,000 to others. So either way, kind of averaging around 10, 12, we'll say, to everything. But that's only one tick. Remember, it ticks like tick, 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 tick. I don't know. I think it ticks like 8 times. But anyways, that's how it looks. That's just Santa Boom in action, and it's a really awesome hero, and he's actually is good in all game modes. And, you know, I used to say that for Pumpkin Duke, but Pumpkin Duke's not so great in Here Be Monsters, in my opinion, anymore anyways. But Santa Boom, so far for me, has been really strong in all game modes, and I'll show you more of that in the future. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.